Hi, this is Sean McGill, and I'm here with my dad at the house, and we're gonna have an interview of him. And here we go. Say hi to the video.
Hello there, I'm Michael McGill, Sean's father.
Okay, here's some questions. Number one, why did you move from your hometown, Saginaw, Michigan, to Denver, Colorado?
One of the reasons I moved was Saginaw is a General Motors town, and at the time General Motors was on a decline. Not much work, and I didn't want to go to school there. And in my senior year I came out here with a couple friends, so I decided to come out here and live.
Okay. What was your first step that you took when you came to Greeley, Colorado?
When I got to Greeley, Colorado, my first step was to find a job, which I did. I worked at night at Wick's bean packing plant and grain plant in LaSalle, Colorado, outside of Greeley.
Okay. And so that was your first job in Colorado, basically?
That was my first job in Colorado, yes it was.
Did you like that job?
It was okay. It was a nice job. Didn't like working night shift. So I worked there for a few weeks and moved on to another job.
Cool. Did you, when you got to Colorado, where did you stay? Like, where did you call home?
Well, when we first came to Colorado, my two friends and I didn't have that much money, so we stayed at a KOA campground east of Greeley. We stayed there for about 6 months in a tent, the three of us. So we could all save up money and find a better place to live, because winter was coming on.
And who were your two friends' names?
It was Gary Forrester and Rick Sumner. Two guys I went to school with for, I would say 6th grade to graduation.
Okay, and at your one job that you first had in Colorado, how much were you getting paid an hour?
I think I was getting paid $7 an hour.
Okay, so kind of like minimum wage.
No, that was not minimum wage then. That was I was getting more than minimum wage.
Oh, okay. What college did you go to?
UNC, University of Northern Colorado, Greeley.
What was your major there?
My major there was earth science, emphasis in geology, and then also a teaching certificate.
Who were your friends in college? Like, were those two friends you came here with? Did they go to college with you? Or?
No, by that time, let's see, we worked for several years. Gary moved back to Saginaw. Rick Sumner passed on. And college friends were like Pat Kuberry, Jay Kateris, and a couple of the other guys would be a fellow we called Big Dog. He was a fun guy to run around with. And Mark Greenfield.
Okay. What kind of classes did you take, and what were your favorites?
Geology, science classes.
So those were your favorites?
Yes, they were.
Cool. And when did you meet Mom out there?
I met Mom in probably 1989 up at school.
And you were still in college, and she was like just getting out of college, just
That's
graduating?
correct. Yeah, she graduated. Or no, she was still in college and graduated, and I was still in college. Yes.
Okay. When you were done with college, what were your first steps that you took when you got out? Like, did you go towards your degree, or did you go do something else?
Yes, I had several interviews in the geology field, and did a little bit of work, seismographs. Well, that was prior to, so I was still in college when I did seismograph work up in Wyoming. But did interviews, and at the time I graduated, I was working for a roofing company also.
Oh, cool. What company did you want to work for when you to be a geologist?
Either Rice Oil or Marathon. Rice Oil was bought out by Amoco, and there I did have a job on completion of my degree, but during that time, about a 3-month period, Amoco acquired Rice Oil, and Amoco didn't acquire me as an employee.
Okay, and where were you living at the time? Did you get an apartment or a house or something like that?
Yeah, let's see. We lived in Evans, Colorado, which is just south of Greeley. It's borders Greeley.
With
we had
Mom?
a small little house, yes.
Okay. And so you didn't, like you said, you didn't get that job with Marathon and that. So what did you do? What path did you take after that?
Well, I had a job with a roofing company, so I stayed with them.
Okay. And why did you decide to do that instead?
Well, at the time, nobody was hiring geologists. Most of the geologists were coming back and getting their teacher certificates. Just wasn't a good time for geology.
Right. And what was the company called that you worked for roofing?
Douglas Roofing out of Greeley, Colorado.
And how many years did you stay with them until you went on your own?
Let's say I was with Douglas Roofing off and on for about 5 years. Then 3 years I was at Front Range Roofing, which was also out of Greeley, Colorado. I was with them until your mother and I moved up to Westminster, Colorado.
Okay, and after that, did you decide to go on your own and start your own business, or?
Yeah, shortly after that, one of my college buddies, Pat Kubery, and I were sitting around, and he was in roofing also, and he couldn't find anything in his degree, so we decided to open up our own company.
And what was that company called?
MK Roofing Inc. for McGill Kubery.
Nice. And you're still working for that company right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. And that's the end of our interview. Thank you.